setting for a game like this. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Hawkeyes ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Jackson. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this run.
There's a crease. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll lose yardage on that return. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Handoff, Moulton running left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. Picks up the first down. There's a little room there. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Iowa! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Saying, trying to be heard about the noise. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys.
Ready, go!
Handoff from Alton. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
The DBs will back off a bit. Say it. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, you don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pucks it out of the air. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Oh, the offense set up that screen pass beautifully. That was going to gash the defense if the running back just doesn't drop the ball.
They'll move the tight end. Sayin. Here's a heat. Buried before he could blink.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
From the gun on third down, say it. It's on target and complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And listen, third down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offensive, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. There's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Fought, almost got to the first down marker, but now sets up a fourth down.
Fourth down, say it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The ground, it's Jackson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He'll run it again. Stop short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
He's not quite going to get get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Ready, go!
They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Swings it out to the flat. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs tackling ability.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Let it go!
Here's a give to Malton. Could be an alley. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
After the filthy move, he's got room. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of the...
Maybe a crease. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
they're going to run it to the right. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Turning it on. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Motion from the wideout. Rides to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. They'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
On the run, still looking. Got his man to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete. And that quarterback, he's a different breed.
Fires left. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throw it, say it. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 15, here's the return. They make the tackle right there as the special teams unit does its job, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the Texas Longhorns. And it's the home team in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Kamari again, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Fires to the tight end. Racing down the left side. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Iowa. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Fires to the big fella. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin finds his man. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
The Buckeyes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes a connection. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might as well stick with him. Headed to the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can create holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Sayin from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Sayin on the play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Going for the big play. He's got it right on the field. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Hawkeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So we open the final period with a third down play. He's going to look for a man on third and short. It's complete on the right side. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! A great catch and run for 6. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
Off the RPO, complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Got enough for the first. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Fades third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The Buckeyes with an answer.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Complete to the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Say it. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On target. Makes the grab and room to run. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made. After that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks, he was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
Got a man. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Kamari again. Got a little grass. Makes it past the marker. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Snaps it in the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. It's caught in the end zone for the 2, and even after the penalty, they're able to convert. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent.